Hey players, so this 16-year-old boy was shot because he went to the wrong address in Kansas City, Missouri, and no arrests have been made at this time. Y'all grab your tea and have a seat. Let's go ahead and talk about 16-year-old Ralph Yarl and what happened to him last week and why prosecutors have not pressed any charges against the maniac that did this. So according to reports, 16-year-old Ralph was going to go pick up his siblings, but he accidentally went to the wrong address. When he went up to the home, he knocked on the door. Someone inside, maybe the homeowner, shot Ralph once through the door and then shot him again once he laid on the ground. Unfortunately, one of those shots hit Ralph in his head. He was able to get up and run away from that house, and he went to several other houses in the neighborhood, and they wouldn't help him. Finally, the final house told him to lay down on the ground, in which he did, and they called for an ambulance.
A man opened up the door, looked him in the eye, and said, "Don't ever come back here," as he shot him in the head.
So officers stated that they arrived in the area at around 10 p.m. and found Ralph injured. He was hospitalized, and the police said that he is in stable condition with a life-threatening injury. So the man responsible for this heinous act was brought to the police station to make a statement, but later released. Now, this was giving everybody pause. Why was he released? So the police chief held a press conference today to update us on why that person was released, and she basically said because they have to get a formal statement from Ralph and also conduct a more thorough investigation.
Consulting with the Clay County Prosecutor's Office, the homeowner was released pending further investigation due to the need to obtain a formal statement from the victim, forensic evidence, and compile additional information for a case file to be presented. A formal statement is planned and forthcoming as the teen's injuries allow. A person can be held up for 24 hours for investigation of a felony, at which time they're required by Missouri law to be charged or released. The vast majority of cases, to include violent crime, involve the suspect being released pending further investigation. In this case, the prosecutor requires more information from investigators that would take more than 24 hours to compile.
Wow, make it make sense because it doesn't. You have a person that you know shot someone and you let them go because you need a formal statement from the victim, as if the victim is going to tell you anything other than he was shot. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. What more evidence do you need? So the community is outraged. They are demanding justice in this case. This young man has been described by his aunt, Dr. Spoonmore, as a kind and loving child. He's also a musical genius. He was just going to go pick up his siblings. That was it. This should have never happened.
Under attack! What do we do? When Black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
I tell you, when I first heard about this, I thought of Renisha McBride in Dearborn, Michigan. She was shot at a home after she had a car accident, and she was there looking for help. Theodore Wafer was charged with second-degree murder, and he was found guilty, and he was sentenced to 17 years in prison for her murder. Mistakenly knocking on someone's door at 10 o'clock is not a death sentence. It's not a crime. And these neighbors that refused to help him, how would you have felt if he had bled out and passed away out there? I declare, you're a disgrace. So Ralph's family has started a GoFundMe, obviously, for medical expenses. I will be linking that in the video. I'm hoping for justice, and I'll keep you guys updated on this, and I'm hoping for a speedy recovery for Ralph. Put your thoughts in the comments, players. This is Double D Mo for the Black Accurate News.
Yeah, but I'm not at liberty to give that out, man. You know that.
Why not? Well, you're a friend.
Yeah, he's my buddy, man, and I love him to death.
Is he an older guy? It's not this guy, right?
No, come on, man. We all take care of one another, you know?